Let's not sugarcoat this. Charlie Kirk was assassinated. He was assassinated in broad daylight. He wasn't unalived. He wasn't suicided. He wasn't any of these dumbass terms you guys come up with to circumnavigate some sort of censorship. He was assassinated. I can understand not liking somebody. There's plenty of people in this world that I do not like, and there's plenty of people in the world that do not like me for obvious reasons and unknown reasons. Really, the unknown reason people that don't like me. Fuck you, I guess. But I digress. To not like somebody to such an extreme that you're willing to assassinate them like this is absolutely wrong. What some of you guys are failing to understand is when you kill somebody that big, you're going to make a martyr out of them. And then when you make a martyr out of them, you're going to make the crazies come out of the woodwork even faster than they might already have been because of today's current political climate. And you guys have all probably already heard this already, but the people that are celebrating Kirk's death are mentally fucking deranged. I don't care. I'm not sugarcoating this video whatsoever. You're insane. I understand not liking him because his views are different from yours and you think he's a really hateful person. You have the right to believe that. But to celebrate that he was killed like that, just no. You can make videos and say, look, I don't agree that he got killed, but I'm also not going to mourn him. That's acceptable. There's morals that people need to follow, and you guys sitting there going, oh, he got what he deserved, or pulling up a quote that he said about how there are some deaths that need to happen because without them, we can't have the Second Amendment. Whatever the quote was, I'll put it up on screen so it's obviously there. It doesn't matter. I know this sounds more like a corporate response on how you respond to something like this, but at least think of it. Go along the lines of saying, look, I don't agree with the man, but he did not deserve to be killed like that. And you can also go further and say, I'm not gonna mourn him, but what happened to him was wrong. If we can agree on that, we're good. It's okay to disagree with what Kirk stood for, or even what everybody on the right stands for. That's fine. But if you're on the left celebrating his death, like I've been seeing a lot of videos, and I might just play a couple clips here right after this to prove my point here. Actually, I'm going to. You're fucking deranged celebrating like that. You are.
I just watched a close-up video of Charlie Kirk getting pewed in the neck. No fucking way he survives. So you know what time it is.
Rest in peace, bozo!
They got Charlie Kirk, bro. I've never been happier.
Never believe the reason I'm smiling. And it has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. Nothing to do with Charlie Kirk.
I would say pour one out for Kirky boy, but I don't waste good beer on little bitches.
Charlie Kirk just got put down like a fucking dog in Utah, and I could not be happier.
Charlie Kirk got shot? That's awful. That's so sad. Hope he recovers well.
I just heard that someone shot Charlie Kirk? Dang it. Ah, shucks. Thoughts and prayers.
If you're celebrating his death like that, like the videos I just showed you, you're absolutely fucking deranged. And I honestly do not believe you deserve to have a job. Plus, if you lose your job for making a video like this and making it public for hundreds, thousands, millions of people to potentially see, oh well, fucking pound salt. You do not deserve government assistance if that's your reaction, because you lack human compassion. You really do if that's your reaction to an assassination. And look, I understand there's been assassinations in the past that we joke about and stuff like that, but this is one that has happened in the modern times. I know some of you guys are tired of hearing this, but Kirk had a family. You lack the human compassion if you're reacting like those videos. You lack compassion because he had a wife. He had 2 kids under the age of 3. His little daughter, according to some reports, when that shot rang out and everybody started running and screaming and everything, she tried to run to him, okay, because she was scared of the noise. She's under 3 years old at the time of this video. You're fucking sick to be celebrating it like some of you guys are. You really are. The Republicans aren't off the hook either, because the way some of you guys are reacting to Charlie Kirk's death and what you want to do makes me believe you guys don't need a job either or government assistance once you lose your jobs. You're fucking crazy as well.
The Democratic Party needs to be labeled as a terrorist organization, and it needs to be removed from every fucking ballot in this country and replaced with a new party. Anybody who supports the Democratic Party needs to be labeled as a terrorist and or put on a watch list. The time for talking is over. We need to organize against the Democrats and the liberals, and we need to start taking action. We have tried working with you. We have tried seeing things from your perspective, but we cannot coexist anymore. There is no more trying to get along with you.
Sitting there saying we need to round up the opposite party, label them a domestic terrorist organization, or even in some extreme cases, find somebody on the Democratic side and assassinate them as well, you're fucking crazy. If you do that, you're going to start an actual civil war, and nobody is really prepared for that. You might think you're prepared to take a life, you're not. In today's day and age and today's political climate, both sides villainize each other to such a bad degree, and this is what happens. Somebody ends up dead. Multiple people end up dead because people cannot understand that they need to step away from whatever they are having a disagreement on and understand that they can agree to disagree. I've said that in a previous video. People need to learn again that it's okay to agree to disagree. Like if I say that sky is green and all of you guys say it's blue, all of a sudden I'm a terrible person and I need to be killed because my view is different from your guys'. No. That is not how it should go. It should be a step back and go, he thinks it's green. Maybe he's colorblind, or maybe the way he was raised, everyone told him it was green. So it's okay. Something like that is not so big that you need to kill somebody over. And obviously, I know the sky's fucking blue for the people that are gonna be dumb. There is a reason it's called left wing and right wing, okay? It's part of the same bird. You need a left wing and a right wing to fly. If we lose one of those wings, we will not fly. We will fail as a nation. I don't care what you say or don't say. That's how it's gonna go. And you know what? I get it. There's bad feathers on the bird that need to get managed. But that doesn't mean you take out an entire wing, because we will never fly again if you lose that wing. And yeah, you can sit there and say, well, what about a prosthetic wing? That's not gonna work in this case. In this scenario, that shit's not gonna work. Celebrating Charlie Kirk's death is absolutely wrong, and saying we need to round up and label an entire political party as a domestic terrorist group is also wrong. At the end of the day, we need to understand that we need to agree to disagree on some topics and leave it the fuck alone and talk about the stuff that we agree on. That's it.